Harris was a simple accountant from New York who decided to make a little extra money. In fact, the $50,000 that the zoological community had promised for capturing the giant anaconda was quite significant. In Richard's opinion, that kind of money was worth risking his life for. He began preparing for an expedition to South America. Harris studied numerous websites about the habits of large snakes. He thought he was well prepared for a battle with the monster. Richard packed his backpack and set off to pursue easy money. But things didn't go as he had anticipated. The anaconda is called a water boa because it lives in bodies of water, sometimes crawling onto land to bask in the sun. Its habitat is the quiet, slow-flowing branches of rivers, backwaters, and small lakes of the Amazon and Orinoco basins. There, it lies in wait for its prey. Playing with an anaconda in its territory is very dangerous. The waters of the Amazon teem with snakes, crocodiles, and piranhas. Therefore, swimming was out of the question. So Richard made a reasonable decision. He rented a boat. But the vessel was old, as the hapless hunter soon realized. The oar broke, and the fragments injured his hand. To ease the pain, Harris couldn't think of anything better than to lower his limb into the water. His hand immediately became a tasty treat for piranhas. In a second, Richard lost his thumb. The hunter was not prepared for such a turn of events. In a fit of panic, he rocked the boat and ended up in the water. With the help of higher powers, Harris somehow managed to swim to shore almost unharmed. On land, he examined his wound and thanked the Almighty for his salvation. But the worst was yet to come. It just so happened that a huge anaconda decided to rest on the lower branches of a nearby tree. It certainly wasn't planning on becoming a victim that day. As they say, be careful what you wish for, because it might come true, but not always in the way you imagined. The exhausted man knew that he couldn't win in a fight with the monster. The snake attacked first, and he decided to use a piece of advice from a video. It said that you should lie still and pretend to be dead. And when the snake starts swallowing your feet, hit it with a sharp object. Only a person who has never encountered an anaconda could give such advice. Harris couldn't use this advice, as he had dropped his knife in the water. His hope of staying alive was fading fast. Usually, before eating, a snake constricts its prey with its rings until it loses consciousness. This time, the anaconda decided that its victim was exhausted and didn't do that. The man fought back with his last strength, but soon found himself completely inside the snake, where he lost consciousness. Against all odds, Harris came to his senses. Dusk had already fallen over the Amazon jungle. He examined his body and noted that, apart from burns from the animal's gastric juices, there were no injuries. Who had saved him? When Richard recovered from the shock, he examined the scene and saw cat tracks. A panther must have attacked the anaconda, and to escape, the snake had spat out the man. Soon, Harris returned to New York and reread the advertisement for capturing the snake. It turned out that the deadline had expired a couple of years ago. Richard had simply been blinded by money and hadn't noticed it. Assess the risks and your own abilities adequately.